Why would anything that makes you happy and doesn't hurt anybody else be wrong? You have to understand, I think that the real definition of right and wrong actions are whether they cause other people harm. And I think that's everybody's definition. There's nothing wrong at 34 with working on yourself and your finances and focus on helping your mother in her elderly age. I am too working on myself, trying to build myself up, working on my finances, although they're pretty secure. I'm always trying to do better, and I care about taking care of my mother too. Yeah, I'm certainly not chasing tail around like I was when I was 21, because I've realized as I'm older and smarter that there are better things to do. What I would advise you though is do this for a couple years, but eventually you are going to need a woman because you are going to need kids, and having kids is a very important mission in any man's life. So I do understand that I'm in a position where I was very lucky to have a good father figure and an older brother in my life to guide me over some of the hurdles that young men face. But a lot of hurdles that young men face, they haven't got anybody to look up to, and they haven't got anybody to turn to. And I thought, you know what, let me just give this little bit of life advice out to the younger men out there. He said, I broke up with my ex. She's asking for me back. How do I know if it's too late to take her back? The answer to whether you or not you should take an ex-girlfriend back is very simple. And I know this, and most fully grown men probably know this. But for the younger guys out there, let me explain to you exactly what it is. If she has had another boyfriend or another sexual partner or another relationship since the breakup, it is too late to take her back. It is over at that point. Because no matter what happens in the relationship, no matter if you get married, have kids, if you stay together for a very long time, because it didn't work out with the guy who she was with after your breakup. So you are always going to be plan B. You're always going to be the fallback guy. You're always going to be the idiot that's always there. So if she's had a week or two and, hung out with her girlfriends and cried into her pillow, by all means take her back. The moment there's been another guy in the scene at all, she's only interested in taking you back and getting back with you because it didn't work out with him. So don't let yourself be played like that. Yeah, don't be second place to anybody. No 22-year-old should be on any kind of steroid. I can see cases for testosterone replacement therapy for people in their upwards of 40, maybe late 30s. I can see the case for that, for upping your testosterone level and trying to get your energy levels back to when you were much younger. You're 22 years of age. Do you exercise regularly? Do you eat right? How much alcohol do you drink? Do you smoke? Why don't you look at what testosterone is, look at your current life and your current habits, and try to up your testosterone level naturally. Hang out with more women in a non-friendly manner. But yeah, there's no excuse to be injecting anything into your fucking arms at this age. You should be at your absolute physical peak in terms of testosterone. I don't know why you would consider doing something so dangerous. I believe that broke people in the civilized world, not the United States, actually this is one country that does not count because medical care and health insurance is all about how much money you have. But if you're from England, you think, oh, I have healthcare. If you're from Sweden, you think, oh great, I have healthcare. You don't have healthcare at all. You haven't got a fucking clue what healthcare is. Let me explain to you how healthcare works. There are 2 or 3 different types of chemo that the NHS, the National Health Service of the UK, can afford to buy. If you get cancer of the lung, they will pump you through one of these types of chemo. Your hair will fall out, you'll be very sick, and it's a race to the bottom to see what kills you first, the chemo or the cancer. And I sympathize deeply with cancer patients. I have a friend who's been battling cancer for many years. I've lost a friend to cancer. It's a very serious and very horrible disease. But if you're English and you think I have cancer, you're like, thank God I've got the NHS because I have healthcare. No, you do not. You have the most entry-level, basic healthcare. It's the equivalent of if the government gave everyone free food, you're on bread and butter. That's it. But there's other foods out there that you don't know about. You just eat your daily food. Oh, bread and butter, the government feeds me, it's great. You don't have healthcare at all. Let me explain to you what happens when you're a multimillionaire and you have cancer. You go to a specialist in Switzerland, perhaps. Switzerland does this, Dubai does this. They will take a piece of your tumor from your lung via a keyhole surgery, and they will replicate the tumor in a lab. This is very time-consuming and very expensive. The NHS will not pay for this to happen. They will take all the different types of chemo. You thought there was only 2 or 3? No. there are hundreds of different types of chemochemicals, and they will apply all the different types of chemochemicals to different samples of your exact tumor. They will find out which is the most effective at killing the cancer. They will take that chemo, and that's the one that you will be provided with for a massive fee. And you'll pay your money and take this chemo, which will kill the cancer so fast and so much easier that your hair doesn't fall out, your skin doesn't go bad, you don't lose massive amounts of weight, it's still not comfortable, and it doesn't work every time, and some cancer is untreatable, but your odds of survival are so much higher. So much higher. I hear of people dying of cancer all the time. When's the last time you've heard of someone really rich and really important dying of cancer? Money buys healthcare, and if you think you have healthcare, you do not. That's what I would say is the most crazy thing about having money. I believe that the time to get wealthy in an easy and a quick way has run out already. I'm going to tell you why. We've all heard of the gold rush, haven't we? Gold rush was a time when in certain rivers in California, large nuggets of gold were found, and people went nuts. People all moved out to California, and lots of people got very rich because there was gold in the hills, and everyone was panning for gold, searching the rivers for gold, mining for gold. A gold rush has just happened, and the gold rush we've just seen is the easy money there was to make in bullshit crypto coins. Bitcoin has a use case, Ethereum has a use case, Chainlink and a few other cryptos have a use case, and they're going to last well on into the future. They might even be the future of currency. People who own them now might be the richest people in the world in 5 or 10 years. But I'll tell you what isn't going to exist. Bullshit, pump and dump, crypto nonsense coins that kids can buy for a few $1,000s and become millionaires overnight. The time of easy money is over. The gold rush is over. There's no more easy money in the way there used to be. There's no way you're going to draw a little pixelated picture of a monkey or banana and sell it for $600,000 anymore. The NFT craze is over. That goes to show that the easy money days in crypto are completely over. So getting wealthy is possible. It's always been possible. And during the worst recessions in the world, people have made money. Getting rich, possible again. But it's going to take a lot more hard work than it's ever taken before. The days of the free money on the internet have ended absolutely.